Science has taught bees how to understand Morse code, and I know that that's the kind of crazy hook line that you might use to draw in the viewer, but it's basically what's happened. A study challenged bumblebees to understand patterns of light in order to find a sweet treat as a reward. The experiment was trying to tease out whether bumblebees can understand the importance of a duration of something when they're looking for food. So not just the appearance of something, but how it changes over time. Two circles might look the same, but if they flash at different rates, then that's the information, the flashing, not their visual appearance, because they look the same. And that's what the experiment did. They had 3 rooms, each with 2 feeding stations in it. And if the feeding station had a sweet treat in it, then it would flash quite rapidly. But if it had a bitter tasting food in it, then it would flash at a much slower rate. The difference is in time, and the bees managed to successfully learn that association. But you might say to yourself, hey, random YouTuber who I'm definitely going to subscribe to, surely they were just following their nose. They were just smelling where the sugar was and then going to eat it like they always do, to which I would say, bees don't have noses. They smell using olfactory hairs on their antenna, but you've got a point. So they did a bit more science, and they tested whether a bee that had successfully learned the flash pattern to yummy association would still go to a feeding station if it was flashing yummy, but it was empty. And yeah, it does. And that's because bees understood the association in changes, and also because bees are really clever. They're so cool, and we don't deserve them. This is how we as humans understand that this means SOS. It's the pattern, it's the change in whether the tone is playing or not, because it always sounds the same, but the pattern we can work out is letters. The bees are not sending Morse code messages to each other. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that we understand a similar type of change. But why do this? What does it teach us? It teaches us that bumblebees are not just purely driven by vision and instinct. They don't just see something yummy and then immediately head towards it like me when I see a McDonald's. They are thinkers, and they experience the world in a more complex fashion. And I find this fascinating because the way that animals experience the universe, the way that they experience life, has got to be fundamentally different. And we can't just ask them to explain it because we don't speak the same language. We don't speak anything really in common, apart from some basic, simple cues. But this allows us to tease out an understanding that we can share about how they experience life, what it is like to be a bee. And I think that's wonderful. And that is why someone taught bees Morse code, sort of.